We in the last week of September, and man, shit done got too real. You got Iran sending death threats and hits on former President Donald Trump. You got robots arresting people now
Crazy.
with tear gas and
Crazy.
firearms.
You know why?
You got the gangs of Chicago as America's first line of defense versus the gangs of Venezuela, all because of Democratic policies. And you got Mr. Marcellus Williams. Did he do it? Didn't he do it? It probably don't matter now because they already killed the man. So let's get straight into it, man. What's up, man? We back, man, with another podcast, Successful Felon Podcast.
Episode 2.
It's your boy, River Levi.
Boy, Fortune 5000.
And what you want to get into first, brother? All this shit that's going on, what's one of the craziest, all that shit crazy. What's one of the craziest ones that you do right now?
Let's get into the gangs. Let's get straight into it. We're going to give you a news clip so you can see what's going on. It's sad, unfortunate. People are having to deal with this. Let's not forget, Chicago already has a high crime rate. And then on top of it, you want to do this? Come on.
The gangs that are coming in now. Trinidad de Agua is now fighting with the local gangs. And this is on top of an already problem right now. You got robbery that's up 12%. Aggravated battery is up 13%. Murder vehicle theft is up 43%. And you invited them in to go against now the local gangs already in Chicago. Explain to us what's happening on the ground.
So let me just say this. We just heard about a vice president who said she specialized in locking up and arresting transnational gangs, while the very party that she's a part of, the policies with the sanctuary cities and the border crisis, she supports. And now the influx of it is, which is oxymoronic at the same time. Now we have to fight transnational gangs and the influx of these men who we don't know where they come, what crimes they committed, and the violence that they've been involved with thus far. With that being said, we're on the front line every day, making sure that our communities are safe. And it's really not about the black community. This is just the beginning, because violence anywhere is violence everywhere. America should be afraid that this can happen in American cities, one of the biggest cities, one of the biggest tourist attracting cities in the country, that we can watch this happen all over the country and not be outraged. And this is the policies, sir. This is what I'm saying, Lawrence. It's the policies that has affected our community and has turned black people, black communities against the current administration.
You know what, Tyrone, you hit it on the head. Just because they invited them into our communities to stay, took our resources in black America, that doesn't mean that the criminal element is not going to spread nationwide. And you've been on the front line of this. I look forward to having you back, Tyrone. Thank you so much.
Come on, man. Let's go start off with this right here. Me and this man, both of them been in prison for over 10 years of our lives. And if you know about Florida prison, that's one of the most concentrated spots for gang members. And I'm going to tell you straight, I done beef with the Bloods, I done beef with the GDs, I done beef with my own home team Cutthroats, I done beef with the Aryan Nation gang, I probably done beef with every gang you can think of in America. Big gangs, at least, organizations. And the only time I was ever scared is when I got into it with the Spanish gang, specifically the Threses. Because the way the Bloods played, GD played, everybody else played, we might, you know what I'm saying, get in the paint, fight it out, whatnot. But them Spanish folks, the Haitian gangs, they ain't trying to fight nothing.
Yeah, so in prison, don't get me wrong, it's a gang, so you always got a couple in Bloods or whoever, you know what I'm saying, in American gangs that will really take your life.
They will.
But when it comes to the Threses and the Vata Locos and all the other Spanish gangs, listen.
They all take your life.
All of them.
They can't fight. They can't fight. So they trying to smoke something. So now you got these dudes in Chicago, you putting pressure on them to try to defend their own turf against this type of pressure. And we all know these dudes bring pressure. Half of the people, take that back. I will go as far as say 80% of the people who try to run from their country of like Venezuela and stuff like that is running because of the gang violence and the terror that these gangs spread upon their towns. I mean, if you look at some of these magazines and reports, we talk about Chicago, Detroit, Jacksonville, and whatnot might be murder capital. It's peons to what they do in these small towns. Every day you waking up the bodies at the front door.
We're talking about illegal immigration gangs. Not all illegal immigrants are violent, so don't get what we're saying misconstrued. No. We're talking about the gang members that specifically want to take over a territory and run drugs and will take out anybody in the way and do whatever it takes to succeed as a kingpin or whatever type of goal they want to do when it comes to taking over territory. We're not talking about every illegal immigrant, but every illegal immigrant should have a vetting system that they have to go through before they're allowed in our country instead of just an open border policy.
That's scary. That's scary, bro.
This is common sense. Chicago's already one of the most violent cities, and then this is what you do? You throw a bunch of violent gang members on top of that from a different country with no documentation. We don't know when they were born, no fingerprints, no nothing.
So you understand, man. Every immigrant that come here, whether it's family members or friends, whatever, they all ain't finna come here and go on the side of the street and sell chicken, go on the side of the street and try to sell purses and stuff like that. And you also got to remember, these same guys ain't finna sit here and stay broke. So you backing these guys into a corner. And I can tell you just straight from myself and how I feel. If you back me too far in the corner, I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure I survive and get money that can feed my family. So I know how I'm living.
Bruh, and you got to think, they was flying them over here. They was bringing them over on buses, bringing them over here on boats, and wherever they wanted to go, they would send them. They were paying for this. Bruh, and you remember what Dr. Umar said on the Breakfast Club about what's going on in Chicago? They had all of these schools closed and said they did not have enough money. They did not have enough money to renovate these schools to help educate these kids. And as soon as all of these illegal immigrants came over here, millions of dollars went into fixing up these schools for illegal immigrants to go in. Make it make sense.
But my question is,
that ain't no sense at all.
What's the purpose of that? What are they trying to accomplish with the open border policy?
It's because they know that they can get these illegal immigrants to vote blue. That is the only reason. Why else would you want all of these illegal immigrants if it's gonna make crime rates skyrocket? Why? Why else would you let them in? It had to be for your own personal purpose. That's it.
Yeah, believe it, man. I never thought it would be a day that the country of America is all standing behind these gangs of Chicago to hold down turf, man. We root for you.
No lie, man. Literally, like, it's people out here cheerleaders for these people, man. Like,
but it's a double-edged sword because as they defending their turf and they start smacking these boys, I guess you know what's next. These guys going up the road for a long time, so it's a double-edged sword. It's a battle they really can't win.
That's what they want.
It. But it's not going to be a big problem until these gangs start spreading into their territories, into the upper class territories. As long as they keep them confined into the territories of like the Chicagos, the St. Louis's, you know what I'm saying? The always gotta say Jacksonville because we're living like that too. Into the Jacksonvilles, they okay with it. But once they start going into the Ponte Vedras, into the Naples, into the other type,
suburbs,
to the suburbs, it'll be a problem then.
To the Hollywood Hills
come on, man.
Now you see what the police are transitioning to. They want to use robots. They've already started using bomb squad robots. So now that they know that the bomb squad robots can work, what you think they're going to build next? And if you don't believe me, check this video out.
This shit is funny, but it's crazy. Y'all better stay.
Taking a closer look at a dramatic East Lubbock standoff where multiple shots were fired and one person was injured.
39-year-old Felix De La Rosa was wanted for a parole violation. That's why officers tracked him to the hotel. But when he fired shots, they called in the Lubbock County SWAT team. At one point, we saw and heard him fire at a bomb squad robot. Take a listen. It sprayed tear gas into De La Rosa's hotel room. Initially, De La Rosa tried to fight the robot, even throwing sheets and what looked like towels at it, but that didn't stop the robot from deploying gas. We watched as De La Rosa crawled out of that window and onto the ground where the robot pinned him until officers took him into custody.
Brutality. That's police brutality right there.
What?
Nah, but he did. He shot at the police first now, and then he tried to shoot at the robot as well. So I'm on the robot side with this one, but that's not the point. The point is, y'all heard about illegal immigrants coming to take our black jobs. These robots is coming to take black jobs, white jobs, Spanish jobs, all type of jobs, even digital marketing creator jobs. They coming to take all our jobs, slowly but surely. Amazon itself just let go over another 100,000 warehouse employees in exchange for 750,000 robots.
And let's not forget, next year, the end of the summer, 2025, Tesla robots will be available for household purchases. You will be able to buy a robot to help you out with cleaning. People probably gonna use it for babysitting. You see what they use? They give kids tablets to babysit them. What you think they're gonna do when they get a robot?
Come on, man. Y'all better stay woke, man. These people want to take our guns and then put robots in our houses. Man, they trying to, man, come on, man. They got something going on.
This is what scares me. They got American-made robots for sale, right?
Yeah.
These Tesla ones
Tesla
coming out
robots coming
next summer. Next summer, they're available to buy. They're like $25,000 for these Tesla robots. What about the people that say, I want a robot, but I ain't got $25,000? What you think they're gonna do, bro?
Temu, Alibaba, Shein store, Wish store, Chinese product robots.
Y'all gonna get these Chinese, Indian, Russian-made robots and put them in the house, and they're video and audio recording, and they're looking at everything you do and seeing everything you go through. There's videos of modems and TVs showing that they could depict where people are in the house.
Man, y'all talk about Project 2025. This is Project 2025. What's going on right now with what they doing with these robots? This is Will Smith tried to warn y'all, man, with that movie he made. This is what they trying to do right now. I don't know why, because they already got us hammed up with the economy situation, but they trying to overly ham us up with robots, man. You getting a robot, bro? Keep it real.
No, man. I ain't playing. I ain't even cut Alexa on in my house.
I do. I got Chat GPT.
I use ChatGPT on my phone. Use AI business wise.
I ain't gonna cat. They got a new feature to it. Chat GPT could talk in patois, and I be talking to that bit. And I caught myself and said, "Man, I'm tripping, man. They finna get me, man."
Listen, don't buy a robot, man.
No.
Elon Musk, much respect. You've accomplished a
I
lot.
fuck with the muskie.
But he even said it himself, like AI is dangerous if you don't put a lot of restrictions on it. So his competitors, depending on what restrictions they put on the AI that goes inside of these robots, you're talking about something very dangerous, bro.
And
Very dangerous.
Let's just say we know how dangerous AI is because you got the Iranian government officials, whoever in Iran, just use AI. And I ain't talking about Allen Iverson. I'm talking about the artificial intelligence to send threats to our former president, ex-con, well, convicted, what he would call him, President Donald Trump.
Let's go ahead and get into this video. I know if y'all seen this, this is crazy. If you haven't seen it, I can't believe Iran would actually publicly let this go for everybody to see.
Palm Beach, Florida, Trump's house, AI created.
Found Trump at the golf course.
That bitch said, "Ooh, clash, clash, clash."
Hacked into the phone.
Come on, man. They out here trying to let us know as a society what's gonna happen if we re-elect convicted felon Donald Trump. I think they say they coming for his head. My man took to Twitter, to the X account, to let them know, man. I see what's going on. What'd he say?
He said, big threats on my life by Iran. The entire U.S. military is watching and waiting. Moves were already made by Iran that didn't work out, but they will try again, Trump wrote. Not a good situation for anyone. I am surrounded by more men, guns, and weapons than I have ever seen before. In his post, Trump thanked Congress for unanimously approving far more money to Secret Service for his protective detail. Nice to see Republicans and Democrats get together on something, he wrote. An attack on a former president is a death wish for the
Better believe that.
Attacker.
Attacker. Hey, Trump, telling you right now, you need some good men. Go to Chicago. These dudes are holding down turf.
straight up.
They're going to rock out with you. I'm telling you that right now because the dude that actually talking was an ex-con for Trump. So these guys going to rock out with you. But the question is, I still have, why do they want this man gone so bad? What is it?
I know why.
Talk to me because I'm trying to figure this out still.
Trump wants to audit the federal government. What did he do? He went in there, started firing people left and right. He wants to go back in there, fire people left and right again. He wants a smaller, more stronger, smarter government, right? He doesn't want all of these people that just want to keep controlling the masses by whatever they're doing subconsciously in our movies, because you didn't know, but Hollywood movies was actually had to get approved by the Pentagon first. And then all of this other crazy stuff that's going on with these open border policies or printing a whole bunch of money and indirectly funding a war that can lead to World War III, by the way, if Iran decides to join in. And then if China decides to follow it, pursuit, because they're all doing business together now. They want this man out the picture. He wants to audit them. He's for free speech. He got his own social media platform for free speech. And guess who his component is? Kamala Harris. And what is she saying? That people need to get in trouble for what they're posting on social media. Strikes, take down this, cancel that, blase, swaze. It's all the same story.
Yeah.
Repeat it over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You got one person for free speech, people's rights, protecting them, and then you got one person that's not for that at all.
At all. But
She wants people to lean on the government. She wants people to be more independent on the government, right?
Makes sense.
Feminism. You don't need a man. Why? You don't need his help to take care of your child. We'll give you food stamps. We'll give you Section 8 housing. We'll give you a free phone.
Y'all better see these plays they running right in front of y'all face now. These are plays that they actually running right in front of y'all face. I know Iran is specific. I know another reason why Iran want Trump head. When he was in office, he put all them sanctions on their ass and was like, I think he called it the maximum pressure sanctions on top of that, to let them know all this getting over on us, all these dumbass pacts and treaties that other administration signs, we out of that. We for us right now. And that's
Was
what
he wrong,
on.
though?
Hell no.
Because think
Come
about
on,
it.
man.
They didn't have money to build nuclear weapons. Guess what? The Biden administration with Kamala Harris decided to do what?
Yeah.
Take those sanctions off. What happened? They got rich. What did they do with the money? Built nuclear weapons.
And invested in AI. You see what they did with that video. That was pretty sharp how they did that.
Bro, I don't understand. Like,
It's crazy. 'Cause I ain't even finna get in that because I ain't no political ass person, but even I can see the plays they running out right in our face right now, man. They
Listen,
run these
man.
plays.
I seen somewhere on social media, it was a little post, right? It was words, it was text, and it said, in school we had the honor roll, right? Then we had the regular classes, then we had ESC, we had the slow classes. Well, the problem with social media is They don't have that. They have everybody on social media.
That's it. That's real.
This is what's going on right now, man. You got all these slow people on social media pushing a crazy agenda, and this doesn't make no sense, bruh. It don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense at all, but it's getting real, man. Y'all just got to really stay visual, man, and vigilant on what's really going on, man. But I think probably the biggest news that came out this week is when they executed St. Louis, Missouri, man, 55-year-old Marcellus Williams. And it's sad, but it's crazy. So if you don't know what happened, this is kind of the gist of what happened. Don't quote everything I said. All this is just for entertainment purposes, and this is going to state our opinions. So back in 1998 in St. Louis, Missouri, a lady by the name of Felicia Gale, she was in her home taking a bath upstairs when her husband left that morning. I guess he was going to work or whatnot. Somebody burglarized her home and came inside her home. When she heard the noise, she started coming downstairs to see what's going on inside her house. But the person that burglarized her home met her on the stairway, what do they call it, coming down while she's going up, how you want to say that, and took a knife from her kitchen and stabbed her 43 times and left the knife protruding out her neck.
Low recidivism.
And all the blame got put on Marcellus Williams. But what make that crazy is, let's go ahead and go back a little bit. Marcellus Williams got locked up right around that same time for robbing a donut shop. Also, Marcellus Williams was a career criminal. He had over 15 convictions for felonies, some also violent. He was also a known drug abuser. So I'm not trying to paint y'all a fake picture like the media usually do, like he was some saint, because we all fucked up, and dog had his issues too.
They had some real serious lawyers look into this.
But, you know what I'm saying? So they got the picture painted of this man, because he did stuff in his past, and he, you know what I'm saying, committed robbery, like I say, assaults, had a real serious drug use. So now, while he locked up, serving a 20-year sentence for a donut shop robbery, 1999, the year after, This make big news about Felicia Gill and why they can't solve the murder of who killed them, broke into a home. So 2 witnesses came forward. The first witness was a dude named Henry, which was Marcellus Williams' cellmate at the time while he was serving his 20-year sentence. And he say, one day while they were sitting there watching TV in jail, that the news came out about Felicia Gale murder, and they can't find who did it, and they gave all the details on what happened and blase blase. And they also said they give somebody a $10,000 reward if they come out and tell them who did it, or if you have any information to say who did it. So the dude Henry gets called Crime Stoppers and told them, hey, I got information on who did it. He said that Marcellus Williams confessed to him that he was the one that actually broke into that lady's house and killed her. But he also came out and said he really just want this money. And all the details that he gave on the killing was also public news. So he didn't give him nothing like that could have been like, oh,
no extra
maybe
details.
No extra. It was all public news. Then he told him that Marcellus admitted him that Marcellus' then girlfriend at the time, I want to say her name was Laura, also knew about it. So they got him as a witness, a dude who was always spending time in prison. He just wanted the money, in my opinion. So then they stepped down on the girlfriend of that time, which wasn't his girlfriend no more. So when they came to her mama house to come holler at her, she thought off rip they was coming for some outstanding warrants that she had, which they don't talk about much because she had outstanding warrants. So she was terrified, like, oh, no, type shit. So the police told her, if you tell us what we need to know, don't worry about them warrants. All them warrants will go away. So once she heard that, she started singing like a canary, telling them this happened that night and blase, blase. Now, what stuff get tricky at, the laptop was sold to some dude down the street who also said that Marcellus Williams sold him the laptop and he got like $200 and he bought some crack cocaine with it. A calculator and a ruler was also found in the back of a car that Marcellus Williams used to drive, which was really his daddy car. But boom, so some evidence that was lining up that was saying that he did it, plus his history.
They probably framed him.
That's what I believe. But what shit gets super tricky at, they found 3 fingerprints at the crime scene, 2 shoe imprints at the crime scene, and also hair on the Lady Gail clothes at the crime scene. The hair didn't match Marcellus Williams. The fingerprints didn't match Marcellus Williams. And the shoe prints didn't match Marcellus Williams. And it was also 2 different size shoe prints. So it was 2 people who did that. But in my opinion, I think they found the perfect scapegoat, a dude who was already condemned from anyways, for doing 20 years, all his priors, and they use him as a scapegoat. Now, I'm not here saying that he didn't do it because I don't know.
But we've seen this repetitively being incarcerated. Like he said, we've been incarcerated over 10 years of our lives. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, you've seen it in jail. What do? People jump on people's cases to get a lower sentence or to get money or whatever case they want to do, and the police will corroborate with them. They'll work with them to make it look like this person's really guilty. But the Innocence Project is a company full of a whole bunch of lawyers that dedicate their lives. Like, they've been doing this forever. Y'all got to go look them up. If you know people that's falsely accused and facing a lot of jail time, prison time, like Marcellus, a whole bunch of, death penalties, whatever the case is, right? They help people get out. They've helped a bunch of people get out. They got a Netflix special too, trying to help people get out. And sometimes it doesn't work. People do 20 years before they can help them get exonerated of their crimes, right? Yeah. But this is a statement from the Innocence Project. They wrote an article saying the state destroyed or corrupted the evidence that could conclusively prove his innocence, and the available DNA and other forensic crime scene evidence does not match him.
None of it.
This is what they wrote, and these are professional. They get forensic scientists involved. They get everybody involved because they help free people like this. And the mayor, the governor, they could have just gave him a clemency to say, okay, we don't have the evidence to put him on the death penalty to take his life. Let's give him a life sentence. They could have just gave him the clemency if they didn't want to pardon him.
And that's what's crazy, because the prosecutor himself, which this is unheard of, when prosecutors are evil, heartless ass people. All they care about is getting a conviction and getting you down the drain. But the prosecutor of that trial himself was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna go talk to him, offer him a different type of deal, because I don't think the death penalty is what it is, because they cannot prove without reasonable doubt that he did it. So the deal they came up with was I forgot what it's called, like the Alfred plea, something like that you could plead guilty but still maintain your innocence, and they're going to take away the death penalty and just let him serve life in prison, which Marcellus was like, okay, I take that. The family of Miss Gail also came out and said, yes, we don't think he should be put to death because we cannot say he did it or not. You got half saying that who think he did it, but they can't fully prove it. But you got half that saying that he didn't do it, but you can't prove that either. So they came up with a perfect idea. I can't say it's perfect, because life in prison is still death to me. He said, I'll take that, because this man that came to peace with everything. He folded his innocent all the way to his death. And his last words before he went on, he said, man, listen, man, all praise Allah in every situation, including this one. But it's a sad story, because nobody will ever know. But it don't even matter no more. Both of them lives are gone. And the 2 witnesses, they died prior.
Well, this concludes our
We
second
ain't concluded. You ain't got that one video of that
let's go ahead and give you a bonus real quick.
I want to see what they think about this one here, because this shit here for real. We literally went back and forth on this one for like at least 16 hours.
Yeah, this is a crazy video, man. This is all of the subjects that we talked about. Nothing the same, but
this is some bonus, man. Stick around and watch this here. I want to know what y'all really think on this one.
Because your lady might feel differently than your mama.
I'm not sitting in the back seat. You need to get out. You gonna sit in the back seat today? You need to get out. I'm not sitting in the back seat.
Damn.
My mom is coming, so I ain't gonna lie. You gonna have to get in the back.
Yes, sir.
No.
What you mean you not coming?
It's not that deep. Just sit in the back seat.
Take your ass on there. Fight it.
I mean, we just going somewhere. You might
Yeah, mama, you ain't gotta explain nothing. Get to stepping.
Okay, bye. That's real crazy. Like what?
Nah. How you feel about it, bro? Go ahead on.
Why his mama couldn't get in the back seat?
His mama kind of big, man.
It's courtesy.
His mama was kind of big, though.
It's courtesy. She was already sitting up front. It
Nah,
was,
she walked up to the front there. Some of the video got clipped that.
I think, I really think it was the whole way it was done. It wasn't like, hey, excuse me, do you mind if I sit in the front seat? I guarantee that white girl would have got in the back seat. But it looked like it was a little bit more behind that. And both of us are what? In interracial relationships,
yeah.
right or wrong.
Better believe that, yeah.
So, no disrespect. We know the difference of what's really going on right here. Right or wrong.
Better believe it, because I know what sparked my emotions as soon as I seen it. I'm like, what the hell wrong with this white girl, man? She tripping. You better take your ass back. That was mama pulling up, you feel me?
But me, before this situation, because it's Buddy's fault to me. Honestly, it's his fault. I would have been told my lady, like, hey, my mama finna come, let her sit in the front seat. Or sometimes my mama enjoy being chauffeured around. That's why I'm like, why wouldn't she just sit in the back? Because my mama don't mind sitting in the back at all. She love being drove around, bruh.
But I see the fault in both. I feel like they both trying to show their dominance of who, whatever.
That's
mama,
what that
girlfriend.
was.
That's all.
That's what it was. Because it wasn't no, excuse me, do you mind if I sit up front? No, it was, oh, I ain't sitting in the back seat.
Nah, but I can't blame Buddy though, because I know how I'm gonna move about my mama. Hey, listen, she want to get up front. Yeah, just move. You feel me? You my woman anyway. Just come on, man. It ain't that shit. Just get out the way. Do this for me so we can keep on moving. I mean, if me and you ride and your daddy pull up, I'm just gonna get in the back anyway.
It was his fault 100%. And then his mama ain't got that nice bone in her to just say, hey, do you mind being courtesy? She wasn't being considerate. She was, hey, I'm sitting up front. You're gonna have to get in the back.
But if you see the whole video, the way the chick did it, she kind of like walked straight past her, like, get out my way, please.
This is all I got. I just got
you
this
gotta
little
see the
clip.
whole video.
I ain't see the whole video now.
Go to that page. Pull up one time so they can see the page.
The page is
Beautifully
healed.
Yeah. Go to her page and watch the whole video, because the way the snow bunny just went up in there. What, like, hey, man, what the fuck? And I ain't no Dr. Umar ass type of dude, but the way she did it kind of irked me the wrong way. Like, they been had a little vendetta, the mama and the, I guess the I don't know what you call her.
I ain't see that part.
They had a little vendetta, I feel like. But just go watch it and let me know what y'all think. Because me personally, get out the way, woman. It's my mama right here, man. This lady that birthed me. This lady that been with my whole life. You tripping. Even though the Bible said a man should do so and so and so and so, I don't do a lot of the Bible say anyway.
I'm gonna be real though.
So you gotta move.
That's his mama, but I don't know if that's his wife. Now, this is just his baby mama. That makes perfect sense. But if it's his wife, I think the wife come before the mama.
I mean, it actually do, but the way she did it. It just, for me, it's just the way she did it.
I didn't see that part.
And
but
plus she white and the mama like black, bro. Come on, I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. I'm just gonna tell you what it is, bro. It's a snow bunny, bro.
Yeah, it's some beef.
I ain't even gonna cap out that like I'm gonna, come on, man.
But y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all go ahead and stay tuned. Episode 3 next week. Hopefully we get one in sooner than that so we can start doing 2 a week. But if not, lower recidivism.
Man.
Push the movement. The merch coming soon. Just stay tuned.